Okay, welcome guys. This is first in the video by me, SniperKrizz, on the game Factorio. So basically going for standard setups to start off with, except for the starting area, which is going to be very big. The reason for this is to basically give us a bit more time and a bit more space to maneuver before we get assaulted by the alien on the planet. Right, so let's get started. Okay, so I'll show you. I'm going to dive straight in and just show you what's going on as we start. Okay, so we've got an interesting setup here. A lot of different areas going on. We've got a bit of a coal supply there, which will probably do us to start with. A lot of open space, which is good too. Okay, I think this will suit us nicely. Sometimes the starts that you can get can be a little bit unfair, shall we say. And so our starting area was right on top of that copper. So we can use this area as I open up. Okay, so we'll dive straight in. Oh, got no tools. Hang on. That'll be a good start. Get rid of some of the damaged stuff and the stuff we don't need. Right, first things first, I want to start mining some iron, and I want to start mining. I can use wood to power these furnaces. Right, so the idea of this game is basically to survive on the desert, on the planet. To do that, you can research stronger weapons and stronger armor. But to do all the research, you need to mine materials and construct research materials and research flasks. Problem with all of that is you need to build you can do it all by hand if you want. That'll take you for absolute ever, and you get very bored of this game very quickly. Fortunately, the game has got that covered. And as the name suggests, you build a large factory to essentially put all your stuff together. So I'm just gathering some wood and some bits and pieces now, and then we'll see how we go along from there. Cool. Yes, I know you've run out of stuff. I'm running back to put some stuff in there. Cool. Plenty of wood now. Yeah, some wood in there as well. Some iron plates to start with. Good. Right. So I've got a good source of iron there to start off with. There's a nice big one around the corner there. There's a good source of copper there. Where's my iron? Oh, my iron's up there. Right. What iron? Coal. My coal is up there. So the first things first is I'm going to earmark my place for my my power supply, which is going to go across here, and my main smelting area will be in the middle, I think. Cool, right. So basically, I'm faced with five main resources. I've got oil patches here, I've got coal, I've got stone, I've got iron, and I've got copper hidden underneath those trees. These four I can mine straight away. The oil I have to research to be able to pump oil out. To do all of that, I need to build a nice infrastructure to allow me to actually get all of that stuff together. And to do that, I need to mine resources. So you start off with a bit of iron, but you also start off with a burner miner drill and a stone furnace. Burner miner drill basically burns combustible materials to mine the bits and pieces. To mine the ore you put it under. That then gets fed automatically straight into the stone furnace, which again is burning stuff to smelt it down into iron plates. The same can be done with the copper. Eventually the same can be done with the stone. And usually you either use wood, which you have to manually collect, at least for the time being, and coal, which you can set up a similar production to this. To do all of that, it's very dark, I can't see, I do apologise. I will research lights eventually. I need some stone furnaces to build all of that stuff together. So, excuse me while I start digging away at this. I want to automate a lot of the processes for myself. I am going to dig about 20 stone out of this, so I've got a bit of a production going. It takes a while. You go through. If you start doing this, you just go through tools like they're going out of fashion. Cool. Right, that's a good start. Take out some of these trees. I'll need the space anyway later on anyway. It's a perfect little spot for a burner mine in there. Can I build 3? I can build 3. So one can go here. And how many boxes do I want? So one box at the moment. Come on, that's it. Right, so you can go box in there. I've got some wood. You can go. So you can burn the wood to produce the coal, which will then feed back into the system again to produce what I need. That's very frustrating. It's iron resource right on the middle of the island, which I'd probably never be able to get. It's incredibly frustrating. You go there. You go there. So let's clear some of this tree and rubbish out of here. Bought another burner miner for a reason. Well, I built one. This initial operation, I want to keep it as small as possible for as long as possible. Mainly because it's going to be an inefficient operation to start with, and I want to be able to essentially I don't want to rely on the system as it stands at the moment to be able to provide most of my resources for me. Okay, so that's my base as it stands. It's a bit sparse at the moment. I'm pretty sure it'll all come together very quickly. There's going to be a lot of running involved to start off with, but it's all necessary. A couple of steam engines out of the iron that I've managed to gather together so far. And we'll need an offshore pump in a minute. For that I need some copper, which I'm smelting away over here right now. So it's an offshore pump. I'll also need some boilers to do that. I'll need some stone. It's got 15 stone in already. I want to limit the size of the amount of stone that I get. I don't want any more than that. One, two, three. That'll do nicely. And then I just want some pipe. How much wood? Oh, I got rid of all my wood. Very useful. Not. I will need some wood because I want to build. I need to build ways of transporting the electricity, and to do that, cool. Iron plates. I've got it's enough for the time being. How many of these? I want that many. I want one of those as well. Eight. 10. Or one more. 11. Cool. Right. I'm good to go. What kind of any more of you? Copper cable. Okay. Right. So let's start up a base. Okay, so the first area I'm going to build up is I'm going to build up my power supply up here. To build my power supply, I need, it's basically steam power to start with. So I'm going to put a offshore pump here, which will pump the water to be boiled. A large chunk of underground piping, and the reason for that will be is you can't walk past pipe. So I want to basically give myself a bit of room so I can actually maneuver. This bit of pipe here it will all be for furnaces, hopefully in the near future. So I'm basically future-proofing my base. Power cables can go down the middle because I'm not going to need those for later. And you can go there. Then to future-proof it even further, you can go there and you can go there. Then I'm going to start dragging you over here, and I've run out of stuff. Cracking. I'm sure that coal will come in handy in a minute. Yep. Swap those over so I get a slightly better combustible material. 39 copper plates. Loads. That'll do me for plenty for the time being. I left myself a salt hole because I need to put some into here. We've got a bit of wood. We'll change it into coal finally, and you can use that wood to produce that. Excellent. Right. Okay, so basically I want to automate as much of this as possible. At the moment I'm using what's known as burner miners to mine my materials. The downside of that is because, as you've just seen, I need to fill them up with coal at a regular basis. So I need to the coal burner mine I need to fill with coal, so it's that bad. The idea is to go automated, so I automate the entire process myself. To do that I need to build electric miner drills, and therefore I need to give them electric supply of power. It's all fun and games. So let's have a look at how this is going to work. Get one up there. That will come. That coal will come out that way. I'll have another one there, I think, and another two down here. I think that'll work. We might need to be a bit further away than that, but I can manage that later on. Okay, so the problem is this bit of fuel is not being heated up. This is not being heated up, so therefore it's not supplying any power. To supply the power I need coal or combustible material, and that hasn't got any power, so it's not producing any coal. See, catch 22. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a series of electrical belts to get the coal from where it needs to go to where I want it to be. So what fun, eh? You filled up? You are filled up. 50. I'll let you produce one batch more, and then I'm done with you. I'll take you off and take you apart. Pump you back in there again, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some more coal. Wow, that's a lot. What I also plan to do is automate the entire process. So the coal is being transported to the furnaces over here automatically. So it's essentially it's like a cycle situation. So the coal will come automatically along these conveyor belts down to here, which will then power the steam engines, which will then power the miner, which will then power the coal coming down. So we've got this nice little cycle going. But I need a good supply of belts to do the whole process for me. Well, I'm nearly there. A lot of running around. Run, 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 run. Don't want you, I want you. You can go in there. Give me iron plates. Give me more iron plates. Give me another iron plate. Unfortunate that essentially what is 3 iron plates produces 2 transport belts. So that's not too bad. But they don't last long enough, as you can see. I need almost twice the amount again. How are we doing? Everything's powered the way it's supposed to be powered. Which is a good start. $41. Get the copper plate out of there before it fills up. 87, lovely. Copper won't be too much in supply to start off with, but it will become very short supply later on. And vice versa, you need iron plates in the bucket load to start with. But after a while, you can get away with not having it. You can get away with less of them. But you need bucket loads. I mean bucket loads of iron plates. So I'll start this end and join them back in again. So I need another 1, 2, 3, 4, loads. Another loads. Typical. Coal. Also need something to supply the power to me as well, which is I need to kickstart the system essentially. So you can go for 2, you can go for 2, and you can go for 2. I mean that's essentially shut down because it's not supplying any power whatsoever. It'll only burn as much as it needs to supply. I think it's going down fractionally. Yeah, it is. Because it's supplying power to these. Which is non-existent. So I am technically wasting some. Okay, that's an interesting point. Ah, just outside. Annoying. There we go. So now that one's producing some iron. As you can see the coal coming down. Sorry, iron. Why did I say iron? Producing some coal. It's coming down. Hopefully we've left this long enough that there's enough of supply of belts and plates and that whole shebang. Oh, I need one more. 16, 18. Oh, that might be enough. It's going to be one short. I know it's going to be one short. It's always one short with me. I'm always one short. It's like, no. Oh no, it's going to be alright. Excellent. Yeah. Really? Oh. Messed that up right royally. Let's do it the right proper way. There we go. Right. Excellent. I've automated the entire process now. So basically the coal will burn, make steam from the water that's being pumped in. That will then feed that back to supply power to the coal, which will then carry on feeding us around. Excellent. I have now opened the gateway to getting rid of proper automation. And when I say proper automation, I mean proper. So it's 100 stone. I want all 20 miners for that 100 stone. I mean, believe me, this is proper stuff now. Automation is now on. Oh. Right, my furnace runs should go here, in my eyes. Because I started here, I want my raw materials to go down, so I need to force my iron up across. My copper up and across. My iron will come underneath, and the whole rest of the materials will drop down that way. And my coal will have to go underneath the whole lot. How frustrating. Right. Okie dokie. I can't build factories yet. So to start my research, I need to build flasks. All research is based on flasks. These ones here. and to do that I will need copper plate and iron gear wheels. So you can build the components independently. It's entirely up to you. So however you want to do it. But essentially, if you just click on one of them, it'll build all the right bits for you and build everything together. But it's just a case of you have to get all the automated parts together and build everything together. So I now need enough materials here. I need 36 iron to build a research lab, otherwise the flasks that I'm building will be essentially useless. And to that I need 4 transport belts, so I've got 2, 4. Like I said, I don't have to build them separately, but I just want to make sure I've got all the raw materials that I need. And electronic circuits. I need 10 electronic circuits. I've got plenty of copper cable for that, but I have got no iron plates for that at all. Come on. Iron plates, please. I mean, this is the area I'm going to use to build all my bits and pieces into. Right, while I'm waiting for that to do, I'm going to end this video here. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. If you like the video, please like it, please comment, please like the playlist, which I will set up, and generally, please like. The more you like, the more coverage I get, and the more desire I have to continue doing what I'm doing. Alright guys, so thank you very much, and I will see you again in the next video.